After almost 60 years of strong bipartisan support, Congress has cut all federal funding for public media, stripping away a critical pillar of support for local stations like ours. At Vermont Public, we'll lose at least $2 million this year. If all our sustaining members increase their gift by $7 per month, we'll close that gap for good. Increase your gift today and help close the gap at vermontpublic.org/update.
From Vermont Public, this is The Frequency. I'm Mary Engish. It's Friday, September 19th, and here are today's headlines. The head of the University of Vermont Health Network is stepping down. Sonny Eapen announced his resignation as CEO and president Thursday afternoon. He said in a statement he believes the organization needs to go in a different direction. Earlier in the day, Vermont's top healthcare regulator slammed UVM Health Network for its unaffordable rates and high executive pay. Here's Green Mountain Board Chair Owen Foster speaking on Vermont Edition.
If you demand top dollar, maybe this isn't the right environment for you, because we want people who are committed to the community.
Eapen earned a salary of $1.3 million and a $600,000 bonus last fiscal year. But last week, the Care Board cut his salary as part of its hospital budgeting process. It also ordered UVM Health to reduce more costs for next year, including cutting rates for commercial insurers by 16%. All three members of Vermont's congressional delegation say that Israel is committing genocide against the Palestinian people in Gaza. The lawmakers point to the high death toll and starvation as a result of Israel's blockade of humanitarian aid as examples. U.S. Senator Bernie Sanders wrote in a press release, quote, "The starvation of children cannot be tolerated. The flattening of cities must not become the norm." Senator Peter Welch called on Israel to stop its expanded military campaign in Gaza.
It's a continuation of the bombing where there is a willingness to have immense amount of collateral damage of innocent civilians.
Israel refutes claims it's committing genocide. But Representative Becca Balint said in a release, the actions of the Israeli government, quote, appear to be a systematic, intentional destruction of the Palestinian people. The delegation is also calling for an immediate ceasefire in the nearly 2-year war. A school bus company and its Brattleboro drivers have come to a tentative agreement on a contract averting a strike. The bus drivers and monitors serve Windham Southeast Supervisory Union schools. The workers' union was set to strike on Thursday. They were arguing with the company Travel Cuz over language that allows workers to refuse to cross picket lines if drivers strike in other communities. Curtis Clough is union president. He says Travel Cuz agreed to keep those protections in the contract, so they struck a deal.
They proposed to keep that status quo, which was good with us, and we took that agreement.
Previous contract disputes led the company to lock drivers out of their offices last month. That disrupted bus service at the start of the school year. The tentative agreement enhances drivers' health care benefits and raises wages. Clough says members plan to vote on whether to ratify the contract on Monday. 2 women broke speed records this summer on the Long Trail. That's the 273-mile trail that runs the length of Vermont. Professional ultra runner Tara Dower of Colorado set the speed record for fastest supported hike. That means she had a crew helping her along the way. Dower did it in 3 days, 18 and a half hours. Tori Constantine of Waterbury set the women's record for fastest unsupported hike, 5 days, 19 and a half hours. She told Vermont Edition yesterday she slept just 6 hours over nearly 6 days.
The night before I started, I could not sleep at all. This is like the first speed attempt of any type that I've done. So I had a lot of adrenaline. I think that helped me stay really awake the first couple of days, but then the sleep deprivation definitely caught up to me.
Constantine works as a nurse and also volunteers with trail rescues. She says the summer's drought led to an uptick in dehydration cases on the trail this year. The head coach of the University of Vermont men's soccer team is celebrating his 100th career win. Rob Dow coached the team to a 2-1 victory against Hofstra University this week. Dow is just the third coach in the program's history to reach 100 wins. One of these victories includes the national championship UVM won last season. The men's team is ranked 9th so far this season. It has 5 wins and 3 ties. And despite that strong start, the team is still looking to pick up its crucial first victory on the road. They'll have a chance on Saturday when they play against Fairfield University in Connecticut. Coming up, a UVM alum's widow helped make what is now an annual concert series that's celebrating its 70th anniversary. That's after this.
Thanks for listening to The Frequency, where support comes from SRH Law, believing that values and mission still matter. When you need good counsel for your values-based work, whether it's securing our energy future, building affordable and sustainable communities, or advancing a values-led economy, they're here to help you make a difference. SRHLaw.com. Making a difference is our practice.
This show is supported by Odoo. When you buy business software from lots of vendors, the costs add up and it gets complicated and confusing. Odoo solves this. It's a single company that sells a suite of enterprise apps that handles everything from accounting to inventory to sales. Odoo is all connected on a single platform in a simple and affordable way. You can save money without missing out on the features you need. Check out Odoo at odoo.com. That's odoo.com.
In 1954, a widow named Nellie Lane approached the University of Vermont looking to make an endowment gift in honor of her husband. He was a UVM alum who graduated in the late 19th century. Her money ended up paying for an annual concert series that's now celebrating its 70th anniversary. The new season of the UVM Lane series debuts tonight at the UVM Recital Hall. Vermont Public's Jen Jarecki recently sat down with series director Natalie Neward, and they talked about this year's lineup and the series' storied past.
The UVM Lane series is known for booking some relatively unknown acts, artists who are maybe early in their careers, like Yo-Yo Ma when he was in his 20s. And do I have this right, a young Joan Baez for just 50 cents a ticket?
We presented Joan Baez when she was also, I think, about 21. She did an evening concert on the Lane series, which I think maybe the ticket was between $2 and $5, but they did a kids matinee and the ticket was 50 cents. We know this because we have the poster. So that's been fun going through the ephemera. That's a great thing about working for a university. That stuff gets saved and it's all in special collections.
But not all performers are new to their careers necessarily, right? The UVM Lane series has brought some very heavy hitters to our region over the years. Is that right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, looking at the history of the Lane series is very eye-opening. It's quite extraordinary what we brought. When you think about the Lane series bringing Ike and Tina Turner, the Ike and Tina Turner Review, I mean, that's a big band on the stage. Or you think about the Lane series bringing the London Symphony Orchestra. Those are things we can't do anymore. I mean, large urban symphony orchestras really do not tour to places like Burlington, Vermont anymore.
Yeah, I was seeing some huge names, Simon and Garfunkel, Mahalia Jackson, Ravi Shankar, the Duke Ellington Orchestra, Harry Belafonte. I mean, what can audiences expect from this anniversary season?
The UVM Recital Hall, which was built in 1974, 75, is an incredible space for vocal music. Sort of small ensembles sound really good in there. But I did focus quite a bit on vocal music. So we'll see some incredible things in the spring, like the contemporary choral group Room Full of Teeth, with the incredible composer Carolyn Shaw has a new piece for them and is singing in the ensemble. We have Uta Lemper singing Kurt Weill. She's probably the preeminent, Olivier Award winner. And then I really wanted to focus on music from other countries. Each director of the Lane series has put their stamp on the series in different ways. I have artists from Japan and Cuba and Germany and the Scandinavian countries. We have artists from Brazil. That's important to me, to sort of show the music, the folkloric music and the creative music of different places, to bring that here.
The UVM Lane series has only had 4 directors, which seems pretty rare for any organization.
I think it is rare.
Yeah. Why do you think there's been such consistent leadership at the UVM Lane series?
It's a great job, no question. I feel like I'm a connector, which really feels true to who I am as a person. So, there's the artist and there's the audience. And I'm the person that tries to connect those two things. And it's interesting in today's world because, a lot of the sort of gatekeeping of our business, the presenting arts business, it is coming down. Also, the gatekeeping of the recording business. That's a good thing. I feel like artists should be as empowered as they can. But to have this sort of precious organization that's been going on for a long, long time with a very rich history and a very loyal audience, it's really important for me to try to match that audience and introduce them to new things, as well as sort of satisfy their need for, what's familiar and that they love. To be able to travel for music and to connect audience to artists and pay artists a fair wage is a very satisfying job.
Natalie, thank you so much for your time today and best wishes on the 70th season of the UVM Lane series.
Thanks, Jen. I appreciate your time. And, people should come to the Lane series. It's very special.
Thanks for listening to The Frequency today. We had additional reporting from Bob Kinzel, Nathaniel Wilson, Michaela Lefrak, and Adia Golston, who also produced this episode with Stephanie Colombini editing. And our music is by Blue Dot Sessions. I'm Mary Engish. Talk to you Monday.